Hi, Queen.
Hi.
I am in half drag. I have no wig on because it's too hot.
That is awesome. Is that your Tiger Queen drag?
No, this is something I'm doing a shorts version of drag this week.
A short what?
Shorts. All little short outfits.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I had to start going through my stuff to see what I have left to wear.
Oh my gosh.
Because who knows
Yeah,
how long this is gonna last. I'm not gonna make it to the end, I don't think.
it is amazing, like your wardrobe, your closet.
I know, it's kind of insane.
Yeah. I had no idea you had all of this stuff.
I do. I have a lot. Because whenever I go thrift store shopping, I just like pick up things and I just never wear
Yeah.
them.
Right. And
So
you're doing it now in quarantine.
I'm doing it now.
It's a
And I'm
whole
getting ready to do my first ever digital drag show.
Ooh. When?
I think it's gonna be I don't know the date, but not this Sunday, the following Sunday. I'm gonna do like a drag brunch.
Okay.
It's
Yes,
gonna
I'm
be a
excited.
fundraiser for the center. So we're gonna raise
Yes.
some money.
Celebrating your
Um,
10-year anniversary.
my 10-year anniversary, and we're gonna raise some money for the center. And I already got the songs picked out. I rehearsed the whole thing yesterday just to see if it would work. There are costume changes.
So it's a
we got
proper
we,
show.
we got a real show gonna happen. It's
Oh
probably
my
gonna
gosh.
be terrible.
No, it won't be terrible. You're going to send out a link, of course.
Of course. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be on Instagram Live. So I will send out all that information.
Yes.
There are gonna be some guests that are gonna be talking during it, hopefully, while I do my little changes. They're very minor. It's really just kind of changing wigs and throwing on something. But I have costume reveals.
Will you have your latest on?
I don't think so because I have a corset that I'm going to be
Oh,
wearing, and
yeah.
it won't. My boobs that are natural barely fit in it.
You don't need
It
any
is.
extra boobage.
No, it is tight. Yeah. Well, I mean, I may try. I have like these little teeny tiny ones that I could maybe squeeze in there, but I think it'll just look stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to shave my chest really, really low on my body.
Okay.
Like we're talking like to here.
Oh, wow. So plunging.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean it's a full open corset here with just some straps
Oh, wow.
that kind of hold it up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's going for it.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what it is.
That's
How are you doing?
exciting. All right. Yeah, just, I don't know. I don't even really know how I am anymore.
How is your new addition to your family?
Oh my gosh. She actually, I wonder if I can see. Can I turn this around at all?
You can turn it any way you want.
Wait.
Now you're nowhere, but your full name is on display for everyone.
What the heck? Oh, right here.
Your government name is there.
You know what? That's so funny. She's still kind of. Why can't I see myself right now?
Oh, right, your video is off.
She's still kind of skittish, and so there was just some like commotion outside the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna show you. There she is. She was just looking. Hi, Valentina. Kitty.
Why did we settle on the name Valentina?
Well, Valentina is because that was the name she was brought with.
Oh, okay.
And it was funny because DJ and I were like, do we like Valentina? Do we want to do something different? And we said, do we want to do something different? And ultimately we decided that we actually, like, when she came, we were like, we had talked about, like Shea Kool-Aid or like, okay, other names that we like. And then once she came, we just like started calling her Valentina. It was
totally get it.
Without even really thinking about it. And now her name totally sticks. We mostly call her like Valley or Val or
Val.
Mostly Kitty, really.
Sure. So
anyway, so I'm gonna have a little seat. I'm on my phone, which I don't like as much, but I'm gonna sit.
All
and
good.
I'm going to join you in a drink.
Awesome. I have my drink, my cocktail.
And I'm going to showcase my home city.
I see Yakima is staring at us.
Yes.
How was your mother's Mother Day?
Oh, my mother's Mother Day. So we did a little Zoom with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, it was cute.
Okay.
We just did. So I usually don't do anything because I do something really big for May Day.
Yeah.
But this year, actually, there's an app called TouchNote, I believe. And what you can do with TouchNote, I mean, there's probably a lot of apps like this, but on TouchNote, you can send cards and postcards with your pictures.
Oh.
And you can create it all like through an app, and then it sends it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sent her a card, but it was like a picture of us, and you can like format it the way you want. You can even put you can customize your stamps and have it be like a picture of your face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I sent her a card and everything. So I was kind of cute, but yeah, whatever. However, I'm most bothered by the fact that I have this little meme that I found today, which was like, it was like, listen, quarantine is hard. Like, and if it's not that you've gained weight during quarantine, so just keep your chin up. No, your other chin up. So I'm really feeling that right now.
I know how that feels. Every time I look at myself on the screen.
I know, so I'm like,
keep that up. Shoot
chin
from
up.
above. Shoot from above.
Hi.
There you go.
Whatever.
You know, that's the way it is.
Anyways.
All right, let's talk about this episode of Drag Race. This was entitled One Queen Show. They had to do a 5-minute, emphasis on 5-minute, one-woman show. But first, we get puppets, which is one of my favorite challenges.
Yes.
Talk about some puppets for us.
Yeah, the puppets. I was excited too because I love the puppets. There's been some hilarious puppets in the past. Oh my gosh, I kind of even forget like who did what puppets because none of them were like total standouts to me. But
I think other than Jackie's, none of them were great.
Yeah, I think did Sherry Pie do the one with Heidi with like the dust or the chalk or something?
Yeah, her wig came off and the dusty hair. And the giant.
That one was kind of funny.
It was fine. Yeah, I mean, she was probably the second best one, but I think Jackie Cox. And what was bad about Jackie Cox is hers was really, really funny. And you could see Sherry Pie saying all those things, but you didn't get to see that this season because she was cut out.
Yeah, because you have no idea that that's really what she's saying.
Yeah, I fully believe that everything she did was exactly how Sherry Pie was, but who knows? But Jackie does win the mini. I'm sorry?
I said no, it's distracting about that, yeah.
Yeah, so Jackie does win the mini challenge, and this is her third mini challenge win.
Yeah. Lots of mini challenge wins.
She can't win anything else, but she can win a mini challenge. Yeah. Anything else about the puppets? Like they were kind of unmemorable for the most part.
Yeah, they were. They were kind of unmemorable. Wait, also
but we can talk about Gigi Good. Hers was memorable, but for the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah, she just like completely tanked.
Yeah, the only person laughing at Gigi Good was Gigi Good. She was laughing at herself through the whole thing.
Is the puppet challenge? I know that they've done it many times over the last several seasons, but is it also in replace of the reading challenge, or does that not happen
usually
anymore, or what?
Not usually. The reading challenge this season was replaced by the duo one where they did that was sponsored by that box.
Yes.
That was this season's reading challenge, and it wasn't very good. It wasn't as good as the regular ones.
Yeah, how come? I don't know why they don't do that. That's always one of the best ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure either. The puppet one is kind of a reading challenge, but it's more fun.
Because everyone loves puppets.
Everyone loves puppets. Do you know what that's from?
No. Is it from something?
It really is.
What?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be completely wrong. I think it is from the documentary on Tammy Faye Baker.
Oh, interesting.
Which RuPaul narrates.
RuPaul narrates the documentary?
Yeah.
Really? They're like something about like the eyes. They're the eyes of Tammy Faye Baker. Is that
I think that's the name of it. The Eyes of Tammy Faye Baker. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've not seen it. That
Yeah.
I
And
know
so
about
I
it.
think if I'm remembering correctly, there's a thing in there that they show like a clip of Tammy Faye Baker, and she's like doing a lesson, and she's like, "We're going to do it with puppets. Why? Because everyone loves puppets."
That
It totally
makes
makes sense.
Yeah.
But I
Something obscure.
believe that's where it's from. If I'm wrong, feel free to comment and yell at me and take away my gay card.
As an aside, do you
Yes.
know where "Hello, Hello, Hello" comes from?
Yes.
Yes,
Because I'm rewatching it right now.
I know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, that's from The Comeback.
It's totally The Comeback. She loves The Comeback. She is not afraid to say that. But yeah, that is exactly where it came from.
I like it.
It probably came out right around the same time as the first season of Drag Race, the show.
Yeah, it did. It came out. It was right before RuPaul's Drag Race first season.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why we haven't had Lisa Kudrow as an actual guest judge and not that walkthrough she did that one time.
Yeah, she only
didn't even do anything.
You think if she can do that, she can probably guest judge, right?
Yeah, totally. She totally could.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get a Friends challenge sometime in the future, and they can all come back.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
That'll be the Friends reunion that we never got.
Yeah. All right. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so let's talk about our guest judge, Ms. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh my gosh, I would have died if Whoopi,
Me too.
If I had been there.
Because you can take Lady Gaga and Nicki Minaj and think this is the greatest thing ever, but when Whoopi Goldberg walks in, I would have either fallen down or peed my pants. One or the other.
Or both.
Or maybe both. Yeah, fallen down and then peed my pants.
Yeah. It's so great because, I mean, she just like listening to her and the feedback that she was giving when the queens were having their little 5-minute thing with her or however long it was.
Yeah.
Like everything she said was so right, like spot on. It's just like that's how you like really she's like in an elevated space above all the other judges,
Yeah. Agreed.
It was great.
Yeah, when they were doing the rehearsals, everything she said was like, oh, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Everything she said was right. Some of them took her advice and some did not.
True.
I appreciated that RuPaul made time to be in there with Whoopi Goldberg. Usually she just sends someone else in to do the work for her.
Right.
But when Whoopi shows up, Ru, you better be there.
Right.
So I feel like there was some confusion as to what the challenge was.
Yeah, a one drag woman show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to many, many one woman drag shows. I love seeing them. I think they're great, but I think it was confused. I mean, first of all, 5 minutes is zero time to do what they're asking you to do. But yeah, I felt like what they wanted was like a comedy sketch and not an actual like show.
Yeah, because they were really different in terms of how they presented themselves on that time. Yeah, that's really true. I mean, it kind of reminds me of when they did the debate, and it was supposed to be as the first American drag queen president, and only Crystal did the drag queen president.
Did it as drag, Everyone else was a president.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Like I mean, I don't know how they. I always see like they get a brief or something that they look through. So I don't know. Maybe it just comes across differently for them.
Yeah, I think it was just people had different interpretations of what that meant. But let's go through them, starting with Jackie Cox doing a very personal one about her mother and father.
Yeah. I agreed with the advice that she got from Whoopi and Ru, and then she took it.
She did,
and I really liked her stand-up. I mean, or not her stand-up. I think that's why it was confusing. Was it stand-up? Was it a sketch? Was it a story?
hers to me was what an actual one-woman show is. It had
telling
the
stories.
story element to it, but it had a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it kind of wrapped itself up at the end, and you knew that it was over. It wasn't super funny, but had funny bits to it. And was more of a connection to the queen rather than putting on a show.
Right.
So I appreciated that.
Yeah. No, I thought she did a really great job, and I enjoyed listening to it, you know?
Yeah.
That was the thing. I enjoyed everything. And I was actually really kind of worried about how it would come out, because her first bit that she did with Whoopi and Ru was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. She literally took their advice, went back and wrote a whole new script or outline or whatever she was going by.
Right.
So I really liked it. I actually thought she was going to win the challenge. But apparently it is her destiny to never win. Because I also thought she should have won Snatch Game.
Oh, yeah, as Lisa Rinna, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so apparently she's just never going to win a challenge.
Well, hey, she's still in it, so who knows what's going to happen.
She's still there, you know, she got one more week.
I guess this needs to be her week then.
This has to be her week or she's done.
Right. Yeah. She can't win this week.
Unless they bring back whoever's in 5th place for the finale. Because Sherry Pie won't be there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah. We never know.
Yeah.
Next up is Crystal Method doing Phenomenal Phil. Teaching us some male stripper dance moves.
This was funny.
It was beyond funny. It was ridiculous.
Everything about it was hilarious.
Yeah. And what she did was really smart, because this is the humor that RuPaul loves. She loves stupid humor like this.
Totally. I totally agree.
Yeah. It was really, really great.
Yeah.
But again,
everything about
but would you go see this show? No. Would I go see Crystal Method? 1,000% yes. Would I go see this show? No.
No. You would want to see it only for 5 minutes.
Right. If she did something like the Whoopi Goldberg. Do you remember the Whoopi Goldberg one-woman show that was on Broadway? Years and years ago. They put it on HBO. That's the only way I saw it, was on HBO, because I think I was still in high school when it happened.
Okay.
It is genius. And she does, I think, 7 characters throughout the show. But they're specifically broken down, not like Heidi's where they was everyone together. It was, here's a character, here's a character, here's a character, here's a character. And they don't really overlap.
It was like Jackie's. I mean, you could tell when she went into her characters just with the glasses that she put on. Yeah. And so she played, 2 characters and then plus herself, and it was really distinct versus Heidi's obviously.
Yeah.
Whereas Crystal's, I mean, partly why it was so funny is because she came out as that character and didn't become that character.
No, that's who she was.
And that's what was so enjoyable about it.
So if she did a show and like Whoopi Goldberg's, where 5 minutes of it was this character, great. Yeah. And then 5 minutes was something else, 5 minutes was something else, would be an amazing show. So I totally get that that's what she was doing. Yeah. One of my favorite things from the Whoopi Goldberg show is she puts on a white dress shirt on her head and pretends to be a blonde girl.
Okay, Blondie.
If I don't even know if it's even out there anywhere. But if anyone can get their hands on it, it is genius. It's literally an hour and a half of pure comedy gold.
Yes, Whoopi.
She won a Tony for it.
Oh wow!
That's how she got her Tony Award for the EGOT. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Who was next?
Heidi.
Was it Heidi?
It was Jackie, Crystal. Yes, I think it was Heidi.
Heidi. Yeah, and then Gigi and Sherry and Jada. Perfect.
Yeah.
Heidi did multiple characters, and it was just a big mess.
Yeah, it was a big mess. I was sad for her because she's so funny and cute, and I love listening to her narrate how the show is going.
Yeah, I think if she had just told a story of this picnic as Heidi, it would have been hysterically funny.
Yeah. But
to try and do all these characters and try to make them different, which none of them really seemed different other than the thug at the end.
Yeah, her uncle.
Yeah. So I think if she had just done it as herself, it would have been better, but it did not work what she did.
Yeah, it really didn't. It was disappointing because, you know, you knew that the kind of the writing was on the wall that she was going to be going home this
Yeah.
episode, or Jackie, one of the two.
Right, one of the two.
But as soon as she went out there, it was like, bomb.
Yeah, it was a big bomb. I loved her shoes. Did you see those shoes she was walking around in?
Well, her whole outfit, I love that outfit.
Well, yeah, the whole outfit, but those she had like on 7.5, 8-inch heels.
Oh, did she?
Like pin heels.
Oh, I didn't notice
she was
specifically.
working those heels.
Yes.
So on to Gigi Good, who is giving us the flight attendant going to hell.
Yeah, Gigi's, you know what? This is the thing about Gigi. I remember that meme that was out about like whenever Gigi wants to say something funny, she just adds bitch.
Bitch.
You know? And that's kind of the same energy.
It did. I thought she had a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
She's just not funny enough to pull it off.
Yeah, it's so crazy because, you know, she was on such a like a force at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And then she's just kind of, you know, flatlined.
Very flatlined. I mean, she's I think the last 4 episodes she's been in the bottom, but she hasn't had to lip sync. But she's been in the bottom 3.
Yeah, she has. I mean, now I would no longer, you know, I'm no longer thinking that she should win or will even, you know, be, or I don't want her to win now.
No, I think when we get to the end of this, I'll talk about my concerns and worries about the final 3 that I think is going to be there. But yeah, this didn't work just because it was Heidi. I mean, not Heidi, because it was Gigi. Otherwise, I think it was a great idea. Could you imagine like Bianca Del Rio doing that?
Oh,
and just like ripping the audience to shreds.
Yeah. Right.
It would have been hysterical.
Yeah, Gigi doesn't have enough of that, like, you know. Yeah. She doesn't have enough of that kind of that personality that really kind of is aggressive.
She has that robot humor, which
it
doesn't work
it's
for everything.
Robot humor. It's dry, you know.
Yeah. And then we have Sherry Pie giving us her soliloquy.
Right.
I think this was shady on the part of the producers and World of Wonder in general, because I am sure most of these queens went over. They probably didn't do 17 minutes. But I think none of them, I think, stuck to 5 minutes. And
and you know, the other thing about it
and no one stopped her.
Yeah. Well, nobody, not only did nobody stop her, but the other thing is that every single person that commented on it loved it performance.
Yeah.
So, okay, you're not going to show the whole thing. I can understand why you're not going to show 17 minutes of the clip, but edit it somehow so
that it makes sense.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense. Like, you can tell a little bit of the story because everyone really liked it.
They were all laughing at it. I mean, the judges were laughing at it, the other girls were laughing at it, the audience was laughing at it, and we just didn't get it.
Yeah, we didn't get it.
The funniest thing was that they kept showing the minutes. And then Jada was pissed because it went so long.
Yeah, which also I'm just like, that seems really kind of like, you know, imposed drama, because who cares if she went over? How does that affect you? I understand you're waiting.
Right, that's not going to change anything.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, no, I think Jada was just mad that she got stuck going last.
Yeah, which, I mean, I you know, this is fast forwarding a little bit, but like when it gets to Untucked, I mean, I agreed, like, you know, somebody had to go last. They had to choose how to do it. Jada did say, well, listen, if you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be funny anyways. Yeah. And then she turned out she wasn't. So that's what was bad about it.
Yeah. I mean, if I was Jackie Cox, I would have said to Jada, Gigi, and Sherry Pie, and like, you 3 are the front runners right now. One of you is going last.
Yeah. No,
you can either fight it out between yourselves or someone step up.
Right. Yeah, because it's not shady. I mean, somebody has to go. I mean, she could have had people draw straws.
Yeah, that's exactly. Otherwise, we're going to draw numbers. That's what's going to happen.
But
all she has to say is, I'm going first. The rest of you, I don't care when you go.
Right. Yeah.
But I would have put Sherry Pie last because I know she would be at least funny.
Yeah.
And apparently, she needed the extra time.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have
I
worried.
do find it funny that I find it funny that she's like, I didn't realize I went that long, girl.
Yeah.
I can understand if you went like 7 minutes over when you're up there just doing your thing. Great. 7 minutes, I forgive. 17 minutes is hard to dispute it being 5 minutes.
Yeah. Because there's got to be some kind of like signal that they're about to go over, or like.
Yeah. I mean, in a normal, like, even comedy show, I can't remember what they call the person. But I guess it's like a red light. It's kind of like a debate. You get the light that says, this is your 1 minute warning.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Actually what I thought would have been funny, and I thought this was actually what she was maybe going to do, because, they showed that she was at like the 4 minute mark or whatever, and she hadn't even introduced her fish yet.
The fish hadn't even been uncovered.
And I thought it would have been funny, or that what I was kind of expecting her to do is that she was finally going to go to introduce her fish right about
that's
the 5
end.
minute mark.
And then it's over.
It's over. Yeah. And it ends.
Or the fish is dead.
Yeah, or the fish is dead or something.
Yeah. I thought that too. Because I was like, okay, we're at 4 minutes. Heidi said we haven't seen the fish yet.
Yep.
Bring it on.
Apparently that did not cross Sherry's.
Was not part of it, no.
Yeah.
But last up we have Jada giving us a very, very terrible story.
That was just bad overall.
Do you think it's a real story?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably real.
It totally could be, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, just because I can see that, I can envision it, especially because she's such a pageant queen, and that probably does happen in pageants.
How I think it would have worked better for her if she wanted to do this story, which could have been really funny.
Yeah.
Was don't be offended, world, but to turn it like really ghetto bangy.
Yeah.
And do it like talking on a phone to one of her girlfriends, telling the story.
Yes.
Just hold your fucking phone up.
Yeah.
Talk into it like you're telling the story and act it out.
Yes. Yeah. I think that would have been much better. You're right. You're right. Because it just wasn't funny.
No. I mean, it probably is a hysterical story.
Yeah.
For her to tell in a different way.
Yeah.
She tried to do it as an actress, I guess. I don't know what she was
doing.
I
think she tried to do it, and it's like she's up there kind of thinking about if she were writing it out rather than how you would tell it on the phone to a friend, like you mentioned. So she's like has the phone out and she's like, oh my God, and then like that would have been much better.
And then like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you this part.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It was too scripted out for her.
Yeah.
Which is the same with Gigi's. Gigi, I mean, the reason she went back to that cart was so she could look at her outline.
Yeah, right. And she didn't need to, because she should have just should have kept going.
Just keep going. All right. So in the end, Crystal Method wins.
Yay!
I'm not going to dispute it, but I like Jackie's better.
I
like Jackie's better as for what I interpreted the category to be.
Yeah.
But that's just my own opinion.
Yeah. But they were both great, but I was just super happy with Crystal winning.
I'm happy that Crystal won as well. I'm not. Crystal is who I want to win the season now. I don't think she will, but I would be happy if she did.
I would be totally happy if she won. She is somebody who I would like to be friends with,
Yeah.
She's just
I want to know what goes on in her head, because she is bananas.
She is bananas. I do wonder, like, if, because, obviously every queen is really different. And unfortunately, like, well, whether this is unfortunate or fortunate, but as the seasons kind of build on each other, you can't help but compare queens to past queens. And I do wonder, like, is she too similar to Evie Oddly, just in terms of like that kooky, out there, bananas?
Right. She's the weirdo, crafty queen. Yeah. Which is what Evie was. Evie was, I talked to someone else about this, and they said the difference between them is that Evie is artistic and Crystal is fashion.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Other than that, they are the same queen. But those are the two differences between them.
Right. And the other thing too is, like, Crystal is just really sweet. And, Evie was Evie was combative the whole season,
Yeah, you didn't want to like her.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you can't help but love Crystal.
I know. I love her.
Yes. Well, while we're on it, we're going to the runway, which is the color purple.
Yes.
And we're going to start with Crystal Method.
Yeah, I mean,
remember what she wore?
Yes, I remember what she wore. She came out in
That's not it.
She looked like a Muppet.
Yes, because it's going to be too bright.
Yeah.
You can't see it. Sorry.
But yeah, she came out kind of like a bull.
Yes, it's very much a bull. I don't know what the reference is.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I loved it. And also I did, because, Michelle also commented on this. Like, I loved her makeup. I mean, she made her nostrils like bull nostrils. I mean, like, she enlarged the nostrils with her makeup. I thought she looked great.
Yeah, I think she looks fantastic as well.
Yeah.
I can't toot and boot these because I do that on another show.
Oh, yeah. Another of your shows.
Another show that will happen. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Next is Gigi Good giving us Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Daphne from Scooby-Doo. You know what? I did not like this runway for her. I don't know. Also I thought I was kind of over, I just thought she was amazing initially with her fashion and her runways. And now I'm just kind of bored of her.
Now it's all costumes. Everything she wears is a costume.
Yeah. I mean, I think even early on, I mean, I know I talked about kind of similarities with her and Aquaria. And Aquaria, like, this is so pedestrian compared to, like, Aquaria's fashion forward looks. Gigi's very fashion, but she's not, it doesn't feel adventurous to me in the same way that Aquaria was,
Right.
So you put a little cute Daphne thing together, but it's not really exciting.
No, it's not. And I realized that the dress is purple, but what stands out the most on it is the neon green.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was purple originally.
It didn't look purple in the lights. It didn't look purple at all. It looked blue. But I mean, she has on these neon green tights, these neon green belt, neon green buttons, neon green scarf, and it kind of overtakes the purple.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, she looks like Daphne from Scooby-Doo, so good job there.
Yeah.
Heidi and Closet giving us a purple gown.
Yeah, pageant queen.
Pageant.
It was pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Her makeup and her hair look fantastic.
Yeah, she did look gorgeous. I agree.
But
I didn't love it, but I thought she looked.
No, it's kind of what you would expect from her.
Yeah.
On to what we would not expect from Jackie Cox.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like this. I have to say.
I loved it.
Yeah, I did not like it. What did you like about it?
I first when it came out, it made no sense to me. But then she said it's the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
Yeah.
And I totally got it. It's like, of course it is. And why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah. The only thing I liked about her outfit was her nails. They were like the feather nails or something.
The feather nails, yeah. I like the tights as well. The tights have purple spots on them, which I think are fantastic. You can't see
why.
them.
I just didn't love it.
It's fine. I liked it. It was I loved that Michelle, I think, called it arts and craftsy. One of them did. One of the judges did. But this was actually made by Mondo Guerra, winner of Project Runway.
Oh, Mondo, yes. So you call it Mondo arts and crafty.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah.
Next is Jada Hall.
Yeah, you know what? I also did not like this look.
I didn't either, and people are crazy about this.
No.
First of all, it did not look purple either on the runway. It didn't look purple at all.
Something about I don't know. To me, I felt it was like too polished or too something. To me, it was just kind of boring. It's beautiful.
It was boring. It's exactly what she would wear. But it was boring.
Yeah, it was boring.
There was no surprise to it at all.
Yeah, that's even like with the hat on the whatever looked like a giant
the little
plate.
fascinator on the side.
I was like, nah.
Agreed. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Last up is Miss Sherry Pie.
Okay, now
Cheshire Cat.
Loved this look. I freaking loved it.
Me too.
I thought her makeup was incredible. I love like the little, pussycat wig, like that, or the kitten wig, whatever they call it, as in the shape of like cat hair, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I loved her makeup. I thought she looked fantastic. And, you know, I saw on your Insta story that it got booted. And I was like, fuck you people. Like, this is not
it
a
got
booted
booted bad.
Like, this is not a booted look.
No, it's probably my favorite look of the week.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I think she looks fantastic. I think it was great. Well done, whoever designed this. It was not her normal designer, Florence DeLee, so I don't know who did it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, he didn't. At least he didn't post the pictures of it, so I'm assuming it wasn't his.
Gotcha.
All right, those are the looks. What else do you want to talk about on this episode? Oh, we didn't talk about lip syncs. So we have our winner, Crystal Method.
Yay!
And we have our bottom two of Heidi N Closet and Jada Essence Hall.
Yeah.
Do you think those were the right bottom two?
Well, as far as the challenge goes, yes, because Heidi and Jada were definitely in the bottom. I mean, GD was there as well, but she was better than I think than both of them in terms of just her material. You know, the thing about a lip sync, and you know, you'll probably remember this better than me, but I was trying to think about how many queens have kind of how long can you kind of survive lip syncs until it's just kind of there's really
only one queen has had 4 that she has come through.
Was that Nina? No. Who?
Cameron Michaels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was Heidi's 4th time lip syncing.
Oh, this was her 4th time? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, I imagine on some level, like, you know, you have Heidi who's going to be lip syncing again, and then you have Jada who you haven't seen yet. And so.
It's episode 1.5.
That's right, when she for lip sync for the money.
Yeah, that was her first win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who remembers that?
Yeah, so I just kind of wonder. I mean, not that it wasn't deserved that either one of them shouldn't have been in the bottom two, or that, you know, I just like Heidi's energy more than Jada's. So
yeah,
I just wonder if she was even doomed before she started, because there's no way she could really.
Yeah, I said, because I thought this week would have been a better double save than last week. For lip sync wise, anyway.
Yeah. That's
but I thought last week, I knew it was scheduled in to have a double save at some point. And so I guess they did it because of storyline last week, because I think they thought Heidi was going to go home last week, but then she won that lip sync. There was no doubt in anyone's mind that she beat Jackie in that lip sync, because Jackie was kind of crazy in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, Jackie explained what it was, but it made no sense to me, even her explanation of it.
Yeah, did you see Michelle at the end? She was like, she went full Gilda Radner, like, playing it up. So obviously they like that.
Yeah, and so I think their intention was to send Heidi home, but she didn't lose the lip sync, and so they couldn't really send her home. So they're like, oh, we're going to save them both.
Right, okay.
Just so that they didn't lose Jackie when they weren't ready to. But then you have the lip sync this week, and I think they both did really well at it.
Yeah.
Jada just had the extra things. She had the wig reveal. She ripped off her costume. She did the split. So whatever. They weren't going to get rid of Jada. We all knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything else on the episode?
Like including Untucked?
Yeah, because I don't usually talk about Untucked on here, but because nothing really happened other than Whoopi Goldberg was there for most of it.
Yeah, they're enjoying, like, they're a good bunch of, you know, I think we've talked about this before, but I just want to come back to it because I think you hit on something really important at the beginning, which is this season is really suffering from a full narrative of Sherry's story.
Yeah,
because you lose so much of how queens are responding to her and what they think of her, and where they how they've kind of sized her up. Because what I feel it's done, and maybe this is intentional, is that I feel like she doesn't really have a relationship with any of the queens, because you don't hear her story and you don't hear their story.
Yeah, I think she was probably the villain of the season, and so we haven't really had a villain.
Yeah, oh, that's so true. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
just don't
think
feel any
that's
warmth with contestants, but I don't know if that's edited or produced or what.
yeah, it's hard to pinpoint it when you're not getting the full story.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's my
yeah.
critique, and it really felt like this because, um, on some level, there's only now 5 girls left, so they have to, show her because if she makes the
Yeah.
top 3,
Right, they have no choice.
But
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
So I heard a rumor that is not a spoiler, so don't freak out.
Okay.
But I've heard that they recorded initially an ending where there was a top 4 and an ending where there's a top 3.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm assuming they're gonna go with the top 4 one.
Wow. Huh.
But I don't know. Who knows? Because I think it was in their mind that they were going to change it up and not do a lip sync finale.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And so that's why they did it. They taped 2 different kind of endings with a top 3 and a top 4.
Okay.
But I'm just going to assume that they're going to go with the top 4 now. That we're going to assume that Sherry Pie is part of that.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn on my light. I'm gonna turn on the lights for a second. Hold on.
Okay.
It's getting dark.
It is getting dark. Did you have a big rainstorm up there?
Yeah.
It poured.
Yeah.
And so yeah, then I don't know if they'll bring back the 5th place person, or if they'll just stick with the top 3 out of the top 4, or if there's ever gonna even be a finale. Because no one is giving any information when it should be happening in like 2 weeks.
Right. This is gonna be the lost season, actually.
I did hear that they are planning to do a Zoom reunion, which will be fun.
Yes, it will be. Do you watch Housewives?
I do watch the Beverly Hills House. I don't watch the reunion. I haven't watched the reunion.
Okay, so last night they had the reunion for Atlanta Housewives, and it was on Zoom. Yeah. At one point, Nene and Portia and Kenya, and Eva were all yelling at each other. So Andy muted all of them.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
And it was actually great because they were all muted and they were just all like
screaming at the top of their lungs, and no one can hear them.
The other women could like say what they wanted to say. So I love that. So maybe that will be the same case.
Hopefully we'll get something like that as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking my spotlight away because it was really shining on me. That was my iPad with all the pictures. What about Celebrity Drag Race this week?
You know what? I'm telling you. Well, first of all, I love Ted from Schitt's Creek. Justin Milligan
too.
Or Mulligan. I mean, I think he is so. I mean, I thought he was so hot on Schitt's Creek, and I love his character. And then you find out he's actually really amazing in real life.
Just a good person.
Good person, and not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
Letting Nina West handle him,
Yeah, tucking him in.
Yeah, I love Nina West being like, "This is our first date,
this
and
is our second date."
Yeah, I hate it. I'm so glad that it's gotten better since the first episode.
That first episode needed to be first.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. Nothing should have that Nico guy on there again.
Nico adores me, just so you know.
Oh, he does? Oh.
He does.
Okay, well, good job, Nico.
No, I'm not saying he did a great job, but
yeah,
he adores me.
Well, so this episode, I really liked. I loved the big guy, Matt, I think was his name or something. I thought he was fantastic.
Me too.
I love that Celebrity is doing all of like the best of.
Yeah. This was the first Celebrity episode that I knew all 3 of the contestants.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know the Matt guy.
He's from American Gladiator, which I watch when there's nothing on, I'll have it on in the background.
Right.
And he's a comedian. I mean, that's what he does for a living.
Yeah. Yeah,
But he's very funny.
He was so funny. The roast was hilarious. I have never seen Rue laugh so hard. She was like
Hackle.
She could not control herself.
Yeah. Although she did do that on the runway with Sherry Pie when Ross said, "Do the kitty litter," and she shook her leg and Rue just like fell out.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I like to see her like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying Celebrity. I like that. I like the kind of the setup with the mentors, and it's kind of comical. And I think this was mostly from last week in particular, because Vanessa Williams is in a superstar.
Yeah,
and
she's
all
a
the
class
others
of her
are
own.
like, all the other ones are just like known people.
Right.
But it's kind of funny to see to hear especially last week Asia O'Hara giving Vanessa Williams kind of advice.
What she should have said is, "Don't use butterflies."
Right, exactly. I've been like, listen, I got nothing to tell you because you have done it all.
Yeah.
You don't need to hear anything from me.
Just no live butterflies.
Yeah. But I do like the idea of the show. I love that these celebrities are getting into it. Does not work the same with women that it does with men.
It doesn't.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have women on the show. Not because they can't get into drag, but if they're gonna do it, really go into boy drag, so they take on a different persona.
Exactly. Correctly. Do drag king drag.
Yeah.
Because when Vanessa Williams was ripping out her tracks, that was the best part of that episode.
Best. Oh my God. And then
she just ripped her wig off.
And then Lonnie Love is like, I can't afford to be taken out.
Yeah, I can't. I don't do that.
It was great. My only critique criticism is that 3.5 hours. I love drag, but it's too long.
Yeah.
And it's so distracting to have Celebrity go right after and then have Untucked go after that.
To split them up, yeah. Yeah, I wish either Celebrity was on a different night or if they just waited to do it after All Stars, because once All Stars happens, we're not going to have Drag Race for a while.
We're going to be in a drag drought. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Why have it be on now? It could be on a different night of the week, or just wait until
All Stars is over.
Yeah. But
because we're going right into All Stars, and that's what we're going to talk about now.
I know, which I'm super excited about.
I know you are.
Bam.
What do we think of the queens?
Oh, I am stoked for these queens. Seriously, I was like, yes. I love that there's, Angina, are you kidding me? From season 1.
I'm so excited for Angina.
Amazing. I love when she came on. She's like, I got stuck in traffic.
I will say, she kind of told me that she was going to be on All Stars 5 at DragCon New York last year.
Ooh.
Because she remembers me, because she is the only queen that I go to at every DragCon.
Oh, that's awesome that she remembers you.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yes. You made a name for yourself.
She may have hinted to me that she was going to be on All Stars 5.
Okay. Well, great. Well, then she hinted correctly.
She did. She's there. They had already filmed it at that point.
Right. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, no, I love that she's on there. There was a couple of surprises because, I think it had been leaked, and, I'd heard from
they were all the names were out there. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't remember seeing India Farah, and, I've seen India Farah live in Vegas, and she puts on a really good show. She's super high energy. I love that she said, I'm only remembered for being picked up, So
it's true.
I am excited to see kind of what she does. I think the one person that I was kind of like, I'm not a huge fan of Derrick Barry, and I'm not really that excited.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I talked about this last week with 2 people, and I said, someone has to go home first. So
Derrick Barry.
In my mind, it should be Derrick Barry. I don't know that it will be, because I know that she had some kind of weird contract the last time she was on the show.
Oh, to be the 100th person?
No, yeah, she had to be the 100th person in the workroom, and she had to make it to at least top 5.
No, and which she did.
She did. She was 5.
She was number 5, yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I love Mariah Balenciaga. I'm excited to see her.
I'm excited for her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. What do you think of Blair St. Clair?
Oh
To
my
me,
God.
to me, that is a surprise person to come back, but she is stunning.
She is a woman.
Woman, that is all woman.
That is all woman. And you know what?
And
When
then
they
she still
showed,
looks like a child out of drag.
well, that's the thing. When they showed like the clips of her from her season, I forget just how young and new and just fresh faced she is. So
Well, yeah, and then everyone's like, she was very young on the show. It's like, no, she was not the youngest person even in her season.
I know. But she, I mean, I'm excited for her. There was nobody on there that I was like, I mean, because even Derrick Barry, he'll play some role,
Sure.
whether it's to go home first or whatever,
Well, my favorite thing was that his interview, he's like, I'm shedding the Britney Spears image, and then comes in and does Britney Spears.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Derrick Barry.
Not a strong start.
Not a strong start. I was excited to hear that it is back on VH1 and will not be on Showtime now.
Oh yeah, I told DJ, I was like, is it on Showtime? He's like, no. I'm like, are you sure? Because I thought it was.
It was
that a
supposed to
rumor?
be.
Or was that
No,
originally
it
gonna
was
happen?
it was literally scheduled to be on Showtime. And then there was a commercial for it during this week's episode and said only on VH1. I was like, what?
Oh, I wonder why they changed it.
Yeah, and I don't know. No idea.
That's interesting. Well, I'm super excited about it, but I do wish that it was kind of being paced out because, I mean, it's amazing that you can turn on the channel and several nights of the week you can watch something drag related.
Yeah.
But I wish it was I just wish it was spread out a little bit more.
I agree. Because, I mean, we also have We're Here and Dragnificent.
Yep.
Are you watching either or both?
Well, I'm watching both.
Good. Me too. Yeah. I've stuck with it because I'm supporting the queens.
Yeah, supporting the queens because, like, I don't love Dragnificent.
No.
And
I adore We're Here. I think it's amazing.
Yeah. I didn't like the first episode of We're Here, but the last two have been good.
Yeah. Chandler made me cry on that episode too.
Oh yeah, it's funny because I told DJ before we watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, Barry said this episode made him cry, and then we watched it and we were like, on cue where you should be crying. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
It was so sweet.
So sweet.
No, I do love that. Just that this drag is like this movement that just promotes people being able to express themselves and kind of be who they are, and that you get I love that this guy in kind of Nowheresville, Idaho, has a 90-year-old grandfather who totally loves and supports him.
Supports everything he does. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's beautiful. I wish that we saw more of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
I like Dragnificent is like kind of doing something similar, but it's a little bit too what my problem with that show is that it's a little bit more kind of formulaic almost.
It is.
And
my problem with that show is Alexis Michelle. I just can't stand her. Every week I'm like, thank God Thorgy Thor is on this.
Thorgy, she's the best.
Is entertaining me, and Jujubee. Everyone else, I don't really need. BB is fine, but I don't need her.
BB's just like over the top,
Yeah.
Alexis, I don't know. I like what Alexis brings.
I think she's great at what she does. She just, there's just something about her that just drives me crazy.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's why her DragCon booth is not always busy.
It's so packed every time.
Sorry, Alexis. No shame.
It's a shame. It might have been this time because she is Jan's drag mother.
Oh, that's
so now
true.
Maybe she'd get some more fans.
True.
All right, that's all I have to talk with you about. I've crossed off everything on my list.
Yay!
What else you got? We have 5 minutes left before my timer runs out.
I actually, where is it? I got you something.
Oh.
And I think I'm gonna send it in the mail.
I was gonna say, well, when I see you in 2021.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I got you something and it came just the other day. And I'm super excited about it.
Okay.
Do you want me to just to pop it in the mail?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if you ride your bike down here one day, just drop it off.
Oh, yes. That's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'll meet you on the street.
I was super excited when it came. Oh my God. Isn't it crazy that I haven't seen you in person for 2 months?
2 months now.
We saw each other on the night of volleyball.
That last night of volleyball.
March 10th. And it's been since then.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's insane. That's the last time we were in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to do that.
All right.
Put my mask on.
Let me know
come down and
when.
deliver it.
I am here all the time.
Okay. The next, well, not when it's like this.
No, of course.
But when it's nice out, I'll come down.
When you have time and when it's a nice day, yeah, I'm around.
Yay!
I can meet you on the Greenway and go for a walk, and you can ride your bike away.
Let's do that. That'd be awesome. Okay, perfect.
Awesome. All right. Take care. I love you.
Bye. Love you too, Barry.
Bye.
Bye.